Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, I hope that all of you are fine and studying at home, and I hope that all of you are giving a proper time to your studies. You know that we are going through this chapter, which is basically about the database. And not only theoretically, I gave you the concept of database, that how a database works. There are multiple tables inside the database. For example, inside a school, there would be teacher table, there will be student table, there will be exam table, there will be fees table, there will be salary table, there will be inventory, the stock, the material which is being used inside the institution. So there would be different tables dealing with some different entities of the organization. These are called entities about which we are collecting data. So we had covered the points up to here, and I had asked you that you will try yourself to make some small database table, just like table of employee or table of student. And I had shown you the procedure as well in your last class, that how can you make the table. So will you please raise the hand, and will you please let me know that is there any student who tried to make the database table. And I had asked this thing as well, that I think all the students have installed the Microsoft Access. Yes. Is there anyone who tried? It was the practical assignment which was given to you, that you have to make a table of student, just like I showed you last time. Student database. And I created this database over here. I created this database, and I showed you that how you can add multiple fields over here by taking the data type, and you can enter the data over here. How this is possible. And I also explained you that how you can set the primary key. What is meant by actually the primary key, which will be the primary key for the table. Yes, is there anyone who tried? Chavez. I have unmuted you.
Sir, primary key is the key which cannot be same.
Which cannot be same. Good. Which will be not null, or which, as well as it could not be same. Good. These were the points that we have discussed. I am asking right now, that is there anyone who created the table in MS Access, who tried to create the MS Access table at home, the simple procedure that I explained last time? Yes, please.
Sir, I tried, but in my mobile, but it didn't allow.
No, not in cell phone. You will have to work on computer in order to perform this. You must have at least one desktop or a laptop computer, so that you can install these softwares that we are working right now. These all softwares are not there for the cell phone. Cell phone apps are different, and this is not a cell phone app. This is basically a database software that you can install on the desktop or laptop machine. So now we are moving towards the next points. Whenever we open the database file, this top line where this database name is visible, this is called title bar. And over here you can see that there are buttons, just like minimize button. You can minimize, you can resize using this button, which is basically the resize button. Then cross button, you can close this database. So all these are the buttons that you must know. And similarly, there are menus available over here, just like right now we are just going through the home menu. Then create menu is there, external data, database tool, fields, tables. These all are the menus that we need to explore. Of course, right now we have not explored anything from these menus. These are basically called the ribbon menus. The ribbon, when you open the ribbon, you become able to see the commands available in that particular ribbon. Okay, this is the area below the title bar. The top of the ribbon has a set of tabs. Clicking the tab displays its associated sets of commands which are available. So we have to see different commands, over here available, and we will go through them. In file menu, you will be able to see these commands which are taking new file, opening an existing file, or saving a file. So these are the common commands which are normally available in the file menu. Then navigation pane. This is the area on the left side of the window, and it displays your database objects when you open the database. Just like this is basically the navigation pane on left side. Over here you will be able to see that how many tables you have created, how many queries you have created, how many forms, reports you have created. Because about all of them, we have got different chapters. Now, tab document database objects appears at tab documents. The tabs can be seen on the tab bar. Basically, these are the tabs, this is the tab. So if we will make multiple tables, so tabs will be shown over here. Just like right now, there is one tab only student. But if we'll make one more table, if we click on one more table, if we want to create one more table, so let's suppose if I say that create one more table. Okay, this is the table. So now one more table has been created. Let's suppose I right click on it and I give it the name. And if I want to rename this table. Okay, so I will have multiple tables whenever I need to create. Okay, I can create multiple tables over here in the create menu. We can create multiple tables, just like table 1, table 2. We can enter data over here. Then status bar, basically it shows you this bar is present at the bottom of the window. It displays information about the current database and includes buttons to change views. So over here you will see that if we are at the student table, so this is the status bar. You can see over here, it will show you the status of the document. Status bar is normally at the bottom of the page. It displays information about the current database and includes buttons to change the views. What kind of views are there? Just like this is design view, this is data sheet view. So right now we are working on data sheet view, but if we click on design view, so basically this is the design view from where we can set the properties. So this information is shown to you over here, which is basically called the status bar. To go to design view, you can press F6, F1 you can press for the help. It is showing you the status of the document that you are using right now. Now, what are different database objects? What we can create, what we can make inside the database? What are the things that we need to make inside the database? First of all, we are creating tables. Tables, we can create multiple tables in one database. As I explained you that there would be multiple tables inside one database, and there will be forms as well. Form is basically the electronic form, which is basically a graphical user interface. It is not a physical form just like paper form. No, it is basically a GUI form. So just like when you sign up for a new account, inside any web server, for example, Gmail or on Yahoo, if you are creating your account, so you get a form for the sign up, and that is basically a GUI, graphical user interface form. So how we can create over here the forms? We can create the forms just like for this table. I delete these extra tables which I have created right now. Only student. only student table is there. So if you will go to create and then form wizard, see the process to create the form. If you click on the student and you go to form wizard, so directly you can take all these fields of student table, double click on, just click on this double arrow sign and click on the next button and take the design, columnar design, let's suppose we say, and then this is basically the student form, admission form or something like that. So you can see that now that data has come towards the form. Now from this form we can enter data. The procedure is quite easy. You see the procedure once again. I delete this form. See the procedure once again. You have got one table where you have got student ID, student name, student address, passport, CNIC, email address. Now, if you go to create and click on this form wizard, and this is the student table for which you need to create the form, just double click on this double arrow sign and then press next and take any of the design. Okay, all these designs are there that we are going to study in the next chapter, but just click on the columnar just by default, click on next. You can give any title to it, student form, student admission form or something like that, and then you will finish. So form will be created. Now you can see over here in this form, these are the navigation buttons. Next, when you will press next, the next students will come. Okay, when you will click press this previous button, so the previous records will come. You can enter the new button, new records as well. For example, if I write over here Shehzad, address D69, the Haris, passport number AA, this is passport number, this is CNIC number, email address. When I will click the next button, this will record will be automatically saved. You can enter as many record as you want. Right now I'm just giving over here some dummy data. And when I will press enter, this record will be saved. So n number of records you can enter over here. When you will press next button, this record will be stored. Now you press this button and close the form. When you will go to the student table, you will see that all the records that I enter just right now, all these records are available in the table. How? Because I entered these records through this form, and this form is connected to this table, and that's why all the data that I entered over there, it was stored in this table. Even then we can delete the record from the table, or we can add new records from the table, so the same records will be shown to you. So form is basically, it lets you enter display data in customized format. Query, it receives data from one or more tables based on selection criteria that we will see. How we can make query. Query is basically the view of the original table. Query is the view of the actual table. For example, if I say that this is the table, and for this table I just want to see student name and email address. So if I just want to see student name and email address, so I can create query. Another query will be basically based on the same table, and I can show over there only name and email address. Hence the name and email address will be visible only, and the rest of the fields will be available in the student table, but these will not be visible. So we will see the procedure of making query as well. So query is the view of the actual table, but in customized way. Whatever you want to see, it will be visible. Whatever you don't want to see, you can leave that particular field. Okay. Now come towards the number next, which is report. Report is that when we print the data on paper, it is called report. Now see, click on the create button and you go to the report wizard. This is report wizard. So you can create report of this table. Select all fields, click next. Okay, click next. You can take any of the ascending order of, let's suppose, SID. We will see the records using ascending order of SID, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. You can take any of the design of the report, tabular, and then student information. I give it the name student information and I press finish button. Now this is the paper. Now on paper we have got the data. We have got the data on paper. So what is meant by report? Now the concept of report is clear or not? What is meant by report when it comes on paper? Okay. Now you can see that this is on paper. You can take even print out. You can make it PDF. You can give the command of print. I can print it directly from here as printer is attached with my PC. I can make it PDF file as well. If I want to create the PDF file, I can create the PDF file of it on, let's suppose, in the same class, in the same folder. I am creating student information.pdf. Okay, I save it. Now you can see that this PDF file has been opened. Okay, if I go to close, if I go to my folder over here, you can see that this is the PDF file. If I'll click on it, it will be opened without database. It will be opened. How this PDF has been created? From that same database table. How I created? Using report. Which object I used for this purpose? First I created the report and then I converted that report to the PDF format. This thing is clear. I hope that this point is clear, quite clear. I hope there won't be any issue. Okay, now we come towards the next thing. Macro and module, these are not in our syllabus, but we should know that it automates tasks that are performed often. We are basically coding in this macro. Okay. And module contains programming statements written in VBA programming language. We will learn about tables, forms, queries, and reports only. Macros and modules are the objects. You must know the name. If you must know the names of the objects of Access. If question comes that what are the names of the MS Access objects, MS Access database, so you are going to say table, form, query, report, macro, module. You must know. Up to here, if you have got any question, you will raise the hand and you will ask me right now. Raise the hand. Anything would you like to ask about these all points that we have discussed? Okay, please now see. Creating database, I have explained you right now. How to create a new database, creating a database. How do you create a database? Who will tell me? I'm closing this database file. How do we create the database? Who will tell me the steps? Yes, please raise the hand. Even if your answer is not right, doesn't matter. Just try. I have closed MS Access. What should I do to open the database access? No one knows about it. Should I call the name? Ahmed Malik. Yes, Ahmed. Ahmed, you are listening?
Yes, sir.
Ahmed, you are listening?
Yes, sir.
What should I do if I need to create a new database? Right now, MS Access is closed. What should I do?
Sir, to
I should
create a
click on
new
the start
database.
menu or
Yes,
not?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then over there, I should find out the MS Access.
Yes.
You can see the screen or not?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah. So which software is this that I am pointing right now?
Access 2016.
Access 2016. When I will click on it, this environment will come. This environment will come. So when I am
Yes, sir.
creating a new database, so should I click on custom web, or this student table is already developed, or should I click on blank database when I'm creating a new database? What should I do? Should I click on blank database? Why did you muted
Yes.
yourself? Blank database. When I will click, then it will ask me the name of the database that I
We
want.
will name itself and then
Yeah.
we will
Let's
create.
suppose I say employee information system. So I'm giving it EIS. Now where I want to store it. So I am going towards the grade 8 folder and I want to store it over here. What is the extension of MS Access database? What is the extension of MS Access database file? Don't you know? These things will come in the MCQs. Yes, Ahmed. Can you see over here?
Yes, sir, I can see.
What is this extension? Can't you read?
Sir, the EIS, ACC,
ACC,
employee,
ACC, DB.
ACCDB. DB.
ACCDB is the
Yes, sir.
extension for the MS Access database. Okay,
Sir, then we will look and create.
okay. Any other student who would like to tell about what is meant by ACCDB? I had explained this thing in the previous class. ACCDB. ACCDB access database. Now we will click on OK button. Now it will show that the location of the file has been changed. Now we will click on create button. Okay, now we have clicked on the create button. Now the database has been created, but still there isn't any table. This is basically a blank table in which we can enter the data. So basically this explanation is creating a database. So I have explained you once again, to create a new database, you can choose an access template or you can take the blank file. If you will take the template, so template means that if you go and you take the custom template, so you will see that some already developed databases are already there. So you can take the database from there as well. These are already developed databases. Just like I select vehicle. I need to select some. Okay, I take this student. Now these are already prepared databases which are given by the MS Access to us. When we will click the template, so template will be opened. Okay. Now you can see that there are a number of tables, filters, guardians, settings, student attendance, students and guardians. Okay, there are a number of tables in these templates which are already prepared, and it is also giving you a tutorial about it. If you will click on the tutorial, it will show you how to do this. It will also explain you about it. Anyway, so we can see that there is filter tables, there is student table, there is a settings table. We can directly enter data in these tables. There is a student guardian, and these are opened in the tabs. When I am double clicking them, These are opened in the tabs. These were the tabs that we were talking about. So now we can enter the last name, first name, email address, student ID, level means grade, room, date of birth, student ID number, etc. All the data we can enter over here. So these are prepared tables which are given to you, and we can do manipulations in them. We can make changes over here according to our requirement. For example, over here this is written level. I can write over here grade. So student level means student grade. So I have changed it from student level to student grade. So now you will see that we will be able to enter the grades over here, whether which grade is this, first grade, second grade, third grade, in which grade student is studying. So we can do the changes accordingly in the given template. It is also the strategy. But we will do from the scratch. We will not take the templates. No, I have just explained you the templates. We will make our own. We will make the complete database by our requirement. So you may create a blank database from scratch by clicking blank database table. I have explained you how to take blank database. It is now clear how to take the blank database. This thing is clear or not? Just give the thumbs up so that I can see that how to create the blank database. This is clear. You people are not listening. Okay, good. Creating a database using a template, I have explained you how we can create the database using template. We can take any of the template, student template, context template, okay. We can take all the templates which are there, we can take the database and we can create. I have explained you this thing as well, okay. So I think now this is clear. Creating a database from scratch. Now, creating a database from scratch, I have explained you this thing as well. How to create table, how to insert fields. This point is clear now how to create table from scratch. I'm closing this table. Click new blank database. Give it a name. Okay, just like I gave, I created this one, employee database. So now there is no table right now. So what we can do, we can create the table. Okay, and we can add employee ID. Let's suppose employee ID EID. Okay, then I select short text over here, and I say employee name. Okay, you can increase the size. Short text employee cell number. Okay, we can take when cell number should be in number. We can give employee email address, etc., etc. So just like I am entering the data over here, we have created student database student database table using this technique, which is direct entry mode. We are just directly creating the fields over here. If you need to add any more, you can add from here. Just like if you want to give employee address, you can give over here. Okay, and you can enter as many records as you want. Okay, So now I think this is clear. Is this procedure is clear or not? Let me mark the attendance. This is 15th April. Okay. Yes, students, how to create the table in using blank database, how to create a table. This thing is clear, how to give its name, how to set table name, how to set database name first, how to set table name, how to enter new fields in the table. Just like this is the procedure where they are explaining that you can add by clicking, by selecting the data type, you can add the table fields. Okay, field 1, field 2. So I added employee ID over here, employee name, employee cell number, employee email. So will you be able to create? So what assignment I am giving today? What assignment I am giving today? Create employee database by taking blank database. By taking blank database. Okay. Table name is employee. What are the fields over here? Employee ID, employee name, employee cell number, employee email, and enter 5 records. And I have entered how many records? I have entered 2 records. You have to enter how many records? You have to enter 5 records. This thing is clear or not? So that I can know that the students are able to understand. Will you please raise the hand if you have got any question? This assignment is clear or not? No. Yes, you want to ask something? Adil. You will be
Sir,
able
can
to
you
see.
explain this again?
I can explain this again. See, what you have to do, assignment is that you have to create employee table where employee ID will be there, employee name, employee cell number, and employee email address. You have to create it. Now see, I'm explaining once again. Let me close this. I'm closing it. No, I'm not saving it. I'm just closing it. You will click on start menu. You will click on MS Access. See the steps. Click on blank database. Give the name of the database. I am giving the name over here, employee database. Where you want to store, wherever you want to store, just like you are storing in your documents, you will go and you will create in your documents. You will click on create button. Table is created. Now first field is employee ID. Leave it in the auto number. This is the auto number, means automatically numbers will come. Now what I am taking short text, employee name. Now what I am taking, okay. Now what I am taking, employee cell number. Cell number will be there in the employee email, short text. Cell number will be there in the number. Fine. So these are the fields that we need to enter. Employee ID, employee name, cell number and email. Then you will enter the records. Just like start entering record from here. For example, Hamza Khan. Email address. Okay, cell number. Whatever cell number is, you can enter over here. Second record, Ahmad Malik. Email address, Just I am entering the data by myself. Not necessary that email address will be correct email address or cell number, but cell number should look like a cell number. It should not be that number just like a 1, 2, 3, or 5. No, you give just like a cell number. So you have to enter over here 5 records. 5 records. Now, once again, I have explained you today's assignment that I have given to you. Is there any confusion now? Is there any problem? Will you be able to do this short assignment or not? So that I will be able to know that my students are able to create database file by taking a blank database. So from scratch, they can create this database file using this direct entry mode. Yes, please. This thing is clear? Good. What about the rest of the students? Will they please give feedback by thumbs up so that I can know that you are now able to do this and you will do. This is your assignment, and on Sunday, very first period is there, very first unit is there, you know. So I will ask you that you have installed MS Access, you have done this practical work that I gave you. If you will not apply, you will not be able to. You will be stuck in these pages that what we are doing, a number of text is there. But when we will do it, it will be quite easy. In explanation, a number of things are written over here, but this is quite easy in performance. Yes, Ahmed.
Sir, I'm saying we will send your our database on your number, or we will show to in class on Sunday.
No, in classroom I will check. In classroom I will check.
Okay,
Right
sir.
now I did not give it in the form of assignment. Although this option is there in Google Classroom, I can give you in the form of assignment, you know, this assignment. So you will be, I will give you this, such assignments as well. So then you will be able to upload it from there. So, but right now I gave it in the material. So you have to do this, okay? Okay, thank you so much all of you.